Hi DMDFs, welcome to this weekend collective reading. I haven't done one for a while. To be honest, I haven't felt any great changes, and that's not a good thing, to be honest with you. I feel there's an energy of change on your perception, which is changing your person's perception, but I don't feel full action. For example, you might be watching me and listening to me and joining the Facebook group and thinking, okay, I'm going to take action. That's not taking action, right? Or you could be, okay, thinking of ideas of what you want to do to move it forward, researching to get a website, maybe going to do a YouTube channel, that's small action, right? It's about large, massive actions, because the fool's journey jumps into the unknown. That's risky. That's why it's called the risk, right? There's still this energy of comfort zone. That's what it is. Comfort zone. Not coming out of your comfort zone. So that's why your person stays over there in their comfort zone. That's why I haven't done it. So I'll probably do this small, and then I'll do the one which I don't know what the other one's called. I'll do another different one, another collective reading today for this weekend. So let's just do that then, right? So if you want to join the Facebook, that's that one as well. You want to join the Facebook group, the link's in the description box. I just posted today about there's over how many billion people on this planet, and less than 20, right? Twin flames are together. Starseed lightworkers come into the same group. They just don't choose to use the title twin flame, right? Some are just, lightworkers, and I'm not saying every spiritual leader is a twin flame, but generally when you look at your spiritual leaders, they've got elements of twin flames within it, but they're not together with their person because they refuse to have the I love myself and boundaries. And that's what this energy is about, is boundaries and stuff like that. At the moment, setting new boundaries and values, but unfortunately your boundaries and your values are from a belief system that is not as your own, and it's fucked up. It's also, if it's not from that, then it's from insecurities. So it's fucked up. So either way. So let's jump into this and see what this is about. So you're setting something that's not of your own. Okay, if you don't come see me on Saturday, you don't come see my friends, if you don't come see me on my birthday, if you don't reply within 2 days, right? What is wrong with all of that, what you've just said? I bet you can't even give me an answer. Love is love. So why could you put all that onto a person? Well, it's quite normal. No, it's quite normal to a 3D person. Go and do my meditation and you don't feel like setting boundaries or anything. You just be. You just a human being. And that's all you're supposed to do. And this planet's frequency of love. So you just be with the person, thing, situation, people, events that you love. That's what this experience planet is about. So this setting boundaries and values is going to be a contradiction to oneself and make more separations, although there's fucking no people together as it is on this planet. So there's going to be more separations is what I'm going to... It's not more separations, correction. It's less people even getting together. And with this apparent virus, it's going to be even worse because... they go, if you meet someone and they cough, oh, you got the virus, you got the test, and and no one likes to do internet dating because people lie, you think you are who you're not. Whenever I do an image reading, most of them, they think they are who they're not. And so you put up your description of lies, then you get someone who has lies, right? And then you're going to meet them and, oh, you lied, and it's a nightmare. More separations is what I'm saying. So I said there's 20 twin flames, can be even less. They're preparing me anyway. I might do a video to mission people today because after Christmas, this energy now is about coming back together. You're supposed to be healing, working on yourself. So when you come back together with your person, you put correct boundaries, values in. I haven't met anyone who has put correct boundaries and that in. That's why counselling is needed. Then you move forward. That's it. I always say to people, if you've got a problem with your person, you tell me the problem, not your person. They go ghost. And I promise you I can get you with your person. The issue isn't me getting you with your person. The issue is your choice not to do the work. Your choice to be lazy. Your choice to follow the program of to do less. Your choice of staying in that lack mentality. Your choice of the comfort zone. I can't say I dislike Adrian Hicks. I dislike how I have to battle against her easy way of doing things, right? And I would say that to her face. But still, she is far more hard workers than most of you that just watch. She don't just watch, does she? At least setting up at events, going out places, getting websites and seminars and creating programs is fucking hardcore. Right? And I know because I'm in that category. So you watch people who do the hard work. That's all that you lot do. My person's watching me. Yes, he watches you on Facebook, social media and all that thing because you just watch. The exact alignment of the mirror. Six of Pentacles, the Empress, the science here. This is about your versions of crumbs. This is... what is that law? The law of reciprocity. I hope I'm saying it right. I'll probably say it wrong, right? What you give is what you get. Oh, Sophia, I give my person money. I give them love. I give them everything from a belief system. It's not you. Literally. What you give to your person, and this is what you have to understand, is, for example, if I'll give it's a silly example, but it's the first thing that's come to me. It's like you robbing a bank and giving your person all the millions in the bank and you not taking a penny and you saying, I give them everything. And I'm like, but that's from the bank. What you give is from a belief, a tradition, a religion, from lack, from people pleasing, from sexual abuse signs, from abusive behaviors, all that. That's what you give your person. Your perception is if it's love. With the Six of Pentacles to the Sun card. So what he gives you is a little back. And you're like, he or she, and you're like, nah, Sophia. Right, he just gives me crumbs. And I'm like, because you give crumbs. Why? Because the law of attraction, like attracts like. So if you have, it doesn't matter what on you presume you think you give. If you have had negative, which 99% of people have had negative, right, in their life, it's more than that, to be honest with you, right? Most people on this planet are brought up into a program of a negative. Your perception thinks that you're not where you are because you watch television, you're programmed of a negative. You tell me if television, which teaches you to sit on your ass and watch, right? How's that a positive? You go to school, the teaches you to sit on your ass and watch the teacher. The teacher says to you, what career do you want? I want to be a fireman, the children say, right? Does the teacher then say to you, okay, and what else? No. One thing, which is lack. Do I do one thing? Does Adrian Hicks do one thing? Don't like the, it's not that I don't like how she, I don't know how to say it, right? But she does videos, she does seminars, she's got a website, she goes and does everything, right? To be popular, to be famous, it's fucking hard work. It's not just sitting and watching, right? To do one thing. Now, Sophia, I'm happy, I'm healing, I'm doing, right, Reiki, acupuncture, yoga, meditation, doing it. Not all of them. Normally you're doing one thing, right? One thing. Oh, Sophia, now I'll go home and I'll do a bit of meditation. That's nothing. That's why I give an example of my website. Go to my website. Is that as much as that what you do? No, you don't. My point is, that's why you get crumbs from your person. Because you think you give more, but your thinking is skewed from the program of the television, beliefs, traditions, and from your family. Oh, Sophia, my family are loving. They're very kind, sweet, gentle. I had the best. Did you feel love? I get all these explanations of, I always had birthday parties, I went to the best school, They always miss out what I want to hear. Did you feel love from your parents? They loved me. No, that is not the question. Did they sit there? Did they say, do you want to go to school today? What do you really want to do? Listen, if you go college, if you don't want to keep on at college, don't worry, come home. If you want to take a couple of years off, if you go and do an accountant or whatever you want to do, you don't want to do it, don't worry about it. Talk to me about this person. Doesn't matter if they're married. I prefer it if you were someone who wasn't with someone. But if you love that person, I love you, you love yourself, then I'll be here and support you. Oh, you think you're a twin flame? Tell me about what this twin flame is. Never heard about it. Oh, I went and researched this twin flame stuff. It's fucking amazing. You changed planet Earth. It's very unique. It's very rare. There's not a load of you. I'm so proud of you. Do they say shit like that? That's not love then, is it? That's not this, is it? It's not happiness. This law of this planet, which you lot fail to understand, is either or. On the back of my card, the yin, the yang, the black, the white. So you either are of the frequency of love or you're not. So if they didn't say pretty much what I just spat out there, it defaults to negative. So you have no love. So when you're saying to me, Sophia, I give my person this, inside is lack, which is negative, which is crumbs, because you got crumbs from your family. I guarantee most of your parents didn't even know your star sign, and if they did, they didn't go and research it for individual siblings within the family. So if you're Pisces, they will say, okay, well, Scott's always a bit quiet because he's a bit Pisces, he's a bit imagination, but this one is Libra. No wonder why he might want to go and be a judge or into fairness. They didn't do none of that. So don't come tell me about your family and your friends. They support me. I'm like, you don't even know what love and support is. Hence my ebook. You presume you know what happiness is, right? But you only know crumbs. So like attracts like, right? You get crumbs regardless of how happy the person makes you feel, or how much you think you give to the person, or how enlightened you are, because you're not. Because if you were, you wouldn't be receiving crumbs. This is about your perception of what you do in this reality. The Empress, like I said, this reading is about proper love, nurturing from childhood. My mum, did she even ask you what you really want to do, who you really love? Do you want to go to school? You know, anything like that. Take the day off and stay up late, do stupid ass homework. Does she ask about your best friends or anything like, do you feel proper love? You lot just do an automatic of the television version of romance and family life. Because that's all you've been doing. And I'm battling to change that. That's why Abraham Hicks, Wayne Dyer, and all these fake-ass bullshit spiritual leaders I have issues with. I have issues with two things. The spiritual bullshit that's out there, then with the twin flame advisors that just talk about self-love. You are not an alien being to come down to talk about something that soulmates can do. Those that don't want to transition into more of the sun, the planets, right, and understand who they truly are, will stay the old way. If you get answers from the divine, then you can prove and guarantee their work, such as I do. There are thousands of spiritual leaders that talk about the downloads, when I don't know why they call it downloads, because you have a knowing. They call it my guides. I don't know why they call it my guides, because that's a separation and a judgment in itself. It's bad enough you want to call your person, my person this, my person. Nothing is yours. It irritates me when I go to tarot readings. Oh, hello, let me see what's going on with my Taurians, my Libras today. I'm like, I'm not yours, thank you fucking very much. Right? My guides. You're not even claiming things on a physical world. Upstairs, you're claiming as yours as well. Do you understand what you're doing? That's what this is. That's why it doesn't matter. Oh, I'm spiritual, I pray every day. But if you call it mine, that is judgment, that is selfish, that is ego. Doesn't matter how I sound, but I don't claim anything that is not mine, anything really. This is about please check out my meditation. I bring you to the point of being. Just being. When you go to do that meditation, you don't think about guides, you don't think about twin flames, you don't think about your cat, you don't think about your kids, you don't think about jack shit. You're just being, right? That frequency that I put you into, that meditation, who are you? Something like that I've called it, right? You do that in the quiet of your room and you get to that silence, conscious of consciousness, you are just being. I am. When you're doing that, you are being a human being. This human being experience of this frequency is of love. That means all you need is to be with your person who you love. You just go for situations that you love. You attract situations when you love yourself that you love. This is a pretense of love. Six of Pentacles. This is proper nurturing of love. And this lack of love is from your upbringing. The worst people, I don't think I've convinced anybody who think their family love them. People who say, yeah, I've had sexual abuse, abandonment, my mum was a nightmare, my dad was a nightmare, I can try to get onto track the best I can and intermission, etc. Those that think their perception, oh, my mum and that gave me everything, fucked. I'm like, as soon as I see that in an email, Jesus, this is going to be, I don't think I could change them in my lifetime. Because their perception is, oh, just money. Their perception is because their parents just said they loved you. Their perception is, oh, because they gave you a cuddle. But I fucking guarantee I can give you more than what you say your family is by just doing a reading and getting you on track. This is this reading. This is about pushing you forward into the correct direction because you're sitting there in the boat alone. Family and friends, you do what? You're a twin flame. You're watching me, you're a twin flame. Here's a question for you, right? These family, these friends, these people that are keeping you stuck into this belief system of giving love, which you don't know what love is, my ebook, the first chapter, go talk to them about honestly, openly to your twin flame. If they're your friends and your family, go tell them, no, my person's with someone else. You know, ghosts me all the time. Doesn't give me anything, give them crumbs. Go and tell them and see if they support you. Or would they, this is what your version of love is, right? Would they say to you, why don't you go out with Scott in the accountants? You know, he's an accountant, he's got a good job, and you know he really likes you. They will push you into a lifetime of marrying someone that you don't love, because there's no love compared to your twin flame, and spit out some kids who will see that you don't love their dad forever. Do you realize what their words do to you? Your parents, the Empress here, your friends, your family. You can do better. They didn't choose to do better. They followed the same belief system. This planet isn't about choosing. This is about loving. In you love, and then loving things come to you. You're connected to a twin flame. You love yourself, they will come to you. If you're looking for outside for love, they will never come to you. You have to just be and nurture that. This is the science of this planet. That's it. I'm sure there's spiritual leaders, there's people that send videos to other twin flames of what I say. I have not had one email from anyone judging, giving me a fair point for me to go back with. I get stupid ass emails, or you're chatting shit, you're chatting rubbish, not a proper argument to dispute what I'm saying about natural law. I trigger people and I might say I'm a fucking idiot and you're chatting so much shit. That just proves how negative they are. I haven't got a problem if you come to me and you prove to me other than what I'm saying about this. But this is correct. You could come to me, talk to me all day long about your twin flame, and I'll give you advice how to push this forward. And not only that, I'll guarantee how to push it forward. If it doesn't go forward, it's because you choose not to take that advice from the program, from parents, from friends, from whatever. This is about understanding the heartbreak you get is from, I don't know how else to say it. Look, your mum, your parent. Oh no, Sophia, is my person, their parents is a nightmare. They can't say who they really want to be with. They can't come and show them me. They can't. I'm like, well, you can't do the same. Wake up. You can't do it to your parent. Oh, he's married. You shouldn't be with him. Well, what if you don't love that person? Because he signed a piece of fucking paper. Come on. That's ignorance. Most people get married in the church, don't believe in bloody religion, don't care about religion. They just want the marriage, right? No interest in that piece of paper. But most people that tie to that fucking stupid piece of paper stay together, and then they have their excuse, oh, it's the children. Oh, okay, so the children, you stay because it's children, and the children are not stupid. They can see how unhappy you are, right? You stay there and you put that influence on your children to go and get married to someone who you're not happy with, as I am with your dad, and you stay with that person for life because I'm not happy with your dad, and putting on a fake like they're stupid, they can't see that, and so you go marry someone. No, isn't it better to say, listen, people fall in and out of love, they do that, so you marry someone, right, and if you fall out of love, that's fine, that's it. What's the problem with that? Oh, he's had 6 or 7 divorces. I'm not saying you've got to have loads of divorces, but if you love yourself, you'll just attract what you love. You're not even bothered about fucking the title of marriage. I don't even know what I want to do with marriage here, up in here. I don't want to go to church. I don't want to do none of that stupidness. What for? What the fuck have I got to go to church for? I have all these family around who I never speak to, don't give a fuck about me, going to the wedding to talk about the food. This is opening you up to what are you here to do. This is belief, traditions, religions. The reason why this reading is like this is this because this is coming round again. Your person, you're getting back together and you will see the same patterns because there's no change. Keep doing what you're doing, you keep getting what you're getting. Oh no, Sophia, I've changed from meditation to acupuncture. Oh, that's massive change, is it? Is that the fool's journey of taking the risk and jumping into the unknown? Or is that the same familiar comfortability as of your person just comes round and, for example, you might say to him, meet my family, come out with the girls, meet me on Saturday night, buy me some flowers, and text me within 24 hours. He comes back and he does one, right? That's what you do. You do one thing different because you're programmed, like I said in this reading, to go to school and do one thing. I want to be a fireman. I want to be an accountant. One thing. Go to my website. How many things do I do? Is it one thing? And if you don't believe me, look at all the tarot readers who think that they're amazing because they do a tarot reading and oh, I thought I'll use a different tarot deck today. It's the same fucking tarot reading, right? Oh, I thought I'll do reversals today. Oh, fucking wow. Oh, I thought I'll go into the garden today. Whoopee. I thought I'll put some new crystals over around the table. Same thing. No massive changes, right? And that's exactly what your person does. I'm not disrespecting tarot readers. This is tarot I am doing. But I am saying that you are programmed to do less. Do I just do tarot? I do tarot readings. I do image readings. I can read your dog. I can read the dead. I can read your cat. I can read, I do a mission. I do 2 mission boot camps. I got Facebook. I got free YouTube channels. What the fuck? I'm going to just change the tarot decks and do reversals and do a soul kit cross today. That's you. That's your version of making changes. This card is why your person comes with crumbs. I do so much, Sophia. You do not. You do a little bit, right? And think you're the sun. You're enlightened doing so much. You're not. This is why this is here. To collaborate with someone who is wise and worldly and mature. That's me. To teach you so you teach the other generations. So you don't judge, you're not ego, you're all that stuff that you lot look at me and think, fucking hell, Sophia's hardcore, right? But you cannot say what I don't tell you is the truth. You are the ones who are lying to yourself. You are the ones who are less. You are the ones who think you are loving because you just say love. I never say love. You know, tarot readers, I love you. I'm like, well, first of all, you don't even know me. That just goes how desperate they are to get attention, to get you to subscribe. The fuck? You lot don't know. I do. I do. This is about, this reading, like I said, the Empress, all these cards here is about your version of love, the lovers. It just is. That's why the Justice card is on top of the Tree of Life. It's how you manifest, because the Justice and the Magician card top of the Tree of Life. It's how you manifest love. But you're thinking, well, it's love, so that's fine, because my family love me, my friends love me, my person is love, but realistically, you don't go deep enough to realize they give you crumbs, because inside you don't have love. This reading is about understanding what your version of love is, the lovers, and balancing that out, and understanding, like I said, is about how you feel. How you feel. If you come to me and you done counselling and I got you with your person and your person, you feel amazing, you get into and you do tarot and you do this, you feel amazing, right? Compared to your parents, I would make you feel better. But you would judge me from how I speak and say, oh, well, you know, they're my parents. But they would not get you with your person. They would not get you aligned to your mission, would they? That's judgment. But you would say, oh, yeah, you know, they are more amazing. This planet isn't about birth and blood. It's fuck all to do with it. Mission, I teach you. See the children, one white, one black. Mission is, that's just the experience you choose. I choose to come down and be a black person on this planet, which I can get some creams and probably dye my skin a bit more white. Hello, Michael Jackson. And I can choose to be a man, and if I so choose to be a transgender. It's just my experience. That's it. I can choose to be bisexual. I can choose to be gay. I can choose to be straight. This is just the experience planet, right? That's all it is. Your parents is what you experience. That's it. This is so much you need to learn. You don't need to know as much as me, right? I know fucking hardcore gangster shit from over 2 decades of studying. Everything, right? Everything I've studied. But I will give you the basics of what you need to progress. Stop thinking you're enlightened when you're getting crumbs. If you're only getting crumbs from your person, you're not enlightened. If you're not even with your person, why are you listening to Twin Flame advisors who just have Twin Flame in the title of on a YouTube channel? It's ignorance. Ignorance, ego, and judgment. But you will say, no, I'm spiritual, Sophia. I hold crystals around my place, right? Without knowing natural law. But most know gravity. Do you think this fucking amazing planet will have one law of gravity? Why would that be? Why would they just have this weird one law, right? Of course there's more. Law of attraction, since The Secret came out, right? Oh, all of a sudden, Law of Attraction's been out since Hamza Burns and Bob Proctor spoke about The Secret. It just, poof, came into everyone's reality. Wasn't here before, was it? No. So now there's 2. But then the Bible talks about as it on earth as it is in heaven. So there's another one, is there, Sophia? Now there's fucking shitloads of laws, and they work if you know them or not. If a dog or a baby crawls to the edge of a cliff and goes over that cliff, the laws work of gravity. Doesn't matter if the baby or the dog, because they're lower conscious beings at that time. Well, the pets are, the baby grows, right? Doesn't matter. The law doesn't say, well, don't let them die because they don't know any different. You are supposed to know because you are higher conscious being. There's levels of consciousness. You are a higher conscious being. So if you know there is a law of gravity, it is your job to research other laws. This is planet is of love. So you are to find out from inside, as it is in heaven, as above, so below, as within, so without. How is it that I'm saying that I love myself, Sophia, but I'm attracting crumbs? Maybe I don't fucking love myself then, right? Because it's an impossibility, right? How is it that you feel your person, but you're not getting it? Because inside you was nurtured of non-love. That's it. The contract is for twin flames, for you to meet your person. As soon as you meet your person, you're supposed to be on track. That's the time when you start. That's the time when you start your mission. You choose not to do it. Hence why there's so many twin flames not together. Ignorantly thinking, oh, I'll just do tarot reading and I'll get my person. Go tell me how many of twin flames together by doing tarot, or a Celtic cross, or by doing reversals, or by changing their settings into the garden. You go tell me how many twin flames are together by that. Hello, wise spiritual leader, holding the pomegranate, meaning natural law, the tree of life. You follow tarot. Most twin flames know of tarot, regardless if they speak of it or connected with it or not. Because tarot is the high priestess. This is tarot's the high priestess. They call it the fool's journey because it is the journey of your life, to jump into the unknown, which is all the alchemical elements. All, not planet Earth. But tarot itself is the high priestess. Higher mind, right? Doesn't say my high priestess. Higher mind. Not my guides. Higher. This is lower density ego. But you would sit there, no, I'm not, I don't judge people, Sophia. I'm not racist at all. You know, I'm fair to everybody. Yeah, right. Once you go and book an extended reading or tarot reading from the white person who says namaste and I love you, right? That's not racist. That's not judgment, is it? This is sexual abuse and not forgiving yourself. See, oh my gosh, this is my sexual... Every single one of you that's had sexual abuse, this is what I would highly suggest you do. I would highly suggest you go and buy my sexual mastery program. And here's what I guarantee that no one else on YouTube guarantees, and YouTube is bigger than television. I guarantee that it is better than any counseling or any program of sexual abuse you've had. That's a bold statement. I don't only guarantee it, I money back guarantee it. I money back guarantee it. And so if you then go there and read it, don't do no stupidness and email me the next day, I've gone through your program and it's not for me. That's not studying, is it? Right? Once you study it and you go through it, I can guarantee it, money back. Right? And you can email me and then say, no, it isn't. I've had better than this. And then I'm quite happy because I don't want to deal with you because you're ignorant. Because I can guarantee that if you had proper sexual abuse, you'll probably be doing something like me anyway, and you wouldn't be watching, because I don't watch. Spiritual leaders don't watch. Abraham Hicks does not watch. Oprah Winfrey does not watch. Tony Robbins does not watch. They do. So the very fact that if you say that you did have counselling more better than my sexual abuse program, then You're being ignorant, and that's why I would say here's the money back. But I can read you. This is about forgiveness, and why I say that is because most sexual abuse just talks about that experience of the time. Okay, what happened? Who was it? How did you feel? Right? Did you forgive yourself? Did you forgive the person? Did you forgive your parents? Because where the fuck were they for you to get the sexual abuse in the first place? Oh, it was at school. So they couldn't see that energetic change from you being sexually abused. If you come home and you was beaten as a child, right? You went to school and you got bullied and you got beaten up, right? Even if you make up yourself, you still feel shit when you get home. You trying to say you couldn't talk to your family about sexual abuse. This is what this is, forgiveness. This is what I talk about in my program. So don't tell me that you've been to counseling that even mention how you feel about your family, your parents, about the sexual abuse. That's one element within my program. And guess what? If you've had some kind of sexual abuse, abandonment, neglect, or whatever, non-love, which this is blatant non-love, collective reading, guess what? Is that a positive or a negative? That's a negative. And that is why you get crumbs. Like attracts like. So it's about you forgiving yourself, forgiving others, all things like that. Like I said, you think with the heart, the sun, Tiferet, tree of life, the heart. You think you love, but look at you. Oh, fuck, no, that's it. I'm definitely, look how determined she is. I know love, but you're following it from a rooted belief system. See the roots all around her. I know love, Sophia. Your heart is closed. Yeah, you don't know what love is. Heart, the sun. Twin flames. That's why you're twin flame. To teach others you think you know what love is. And like I said, unity consciousness. Go and do that meditation. I guarantee you don't feel no thing. Nothing. I am. You don't feel like forgiveness. You don't feel like what's next. You don't feel nothing. You don't feel colour. It's unity consciousnness. That is what everyone feels. But you judge. You judge. You even judge yourself because you're like, I'm not going to buy Sophia stuff because then I've got to do the work. Right? So you choose the easy option. What does your person do? Chooses the easy option. Sophia, but I'm not drama. I'm not like that. I'm easygoing and stuff like that. No, he's used to his comfort zone. Do you know, the situation sometimes with your person, it's like when someone's gotten beaten in a relationship. Say they have a partner that beats them. Why don't they leave? Because they're scared of leaving, what's going to happen. They're in that used to normality. They might have kids around, kids from the partner. It doesn't matter how bad the situation, it's their comfort zone. Don't matter what's good over there. Obviously, leaving someone who's beating you up to go elsewhere, but it's the unknown, the fool's journey, taking the risk to jump into the unknown. They're used to that. So it doesn't matter how glamorous, how nice, how you perceive to be, although you're not. You're not, because this is you're getting crumbs from your person, right? They won't leave. The only thing this planet does is when you love yourself, and you've got a right result because they are you. They are you. So they will automatically come towards you. And it's such a fucking tough journey because look how long I'm battling with so many people to reprogram them. That's why you have such a heightened connection. Because otherwise you would quit by now. What your twin flame does, if it was a soulmate, you would have forgotten, moved on and quit by now. You can't cut cord. I will once again argue with someone and say, what the fuck are you advertising and manipulating people to buy shit you have no idea about? Cutting cord, energy. Tell me how you can cut energy. It's ridiculous what people talk about, right? I can pick up separate energies, but we are unity consciousness. You can't cut unity consciousness. Everything that you are doing or what you've been taught about the twin flame journey, about spirituality is incorrect and a program and most likely put there by the elite secret society. You are still plugged into the matrix. You want to change that? Then book me. I'm out. Speak to you later.